Okay. Where are we here? Melissa, I think you're back up here again. You present the award to Randy Ritter. Randy Ritter is the epitome of a Boy Scout. He is indeed trustworthy and loyal, helpful and friendly, courteous and kind, obedient and cheerful, thrifty and brave, clean and reverent. I can vouch for the last one because I often see him at Mass at our parish, St. Mary's in Derby. As a longtime scout and now scoutmaster of Derby's legendary Troop 3, Randy has long led by example, encouraging and mentoring hundreds of scouts in the Valley. He has traveled to Europe and national parks throughout the U.S. with his scouts. He organizes and executes the annual Gang Show, which is now in its 86th year, and this happens each spring. It's coming up in a couple weeks. He also organizes Ed Strand Community Day in conjunction with the leaders of Pack 3 and Venture Crew 33. He assists his scouts with regular campouts, Eagle Scout projects, participation in the National Jamboree, and events like the annual Scouting for Food Drive. He also helps to organize the popcorn sales and pasta dinners to help defray some of the costs of camp and traveling to the National Jamboree each summer in Virginia. And lest we not forget the weekly scout meetings, patrol groups, and roundtables he participates in. Scouting is a huge commitment for the young scouts, but an even bigger commitment for leaders and organizers. Activities that often encompass nights and weekends. In addition to his work as Scoutmaster, Randy also serves on the executive board of the Housatonic Council of Boy Scouts. He is a valuable member of the board who can share his insights not only as a scouter himself, but also as a practical voice from corporate America. Because yes, in addition to all his scouting, he does work full-time too. In recognition of his commitment to Boy Scouting in the Valley, Randy was awarded the Silver Beaver Award by the Housatonic Council. The Silver Beaver is the highest council award presented to registered adult scout leaders. Suffice it to say, Troop 3 may have earned its place in the history of the Valley and the Boy Scouts of America thanks to the leadership and vision of Edmund Strang. But it has retained its position in the community thanks to Randy Ritter's generous gifts of time, talent, and treasure. Randy's commitment to the Valley does not begin and end with the Boy Scouts. He is also a very active member of the Derby Historical Society and also serves on its board. He was instrumental in helping mark the historical trolley line throughout the city of Derby, and his passion for local history carries over into his work with the Boy Scouts, encouraging them to learn about the history of their community. In 2001, the Derby Historical Society honored Randy with their Dorothy Larson Award, which is bestowed upon a member of the community whose contributions, in the spirit of the award's namesake, coincide with the mission of the Derby Historical Society, which is to preserve, protect, and honor our cultural and traditional values. When I was driving here tonight, I was trying to remember when I first met Randy. And I think I might be able to say, I think I've known him all my life in some form because he and my uncle were very, very good friends growing up and throughout high school. So I recommend Randy for this award for reasons far too numerous to fit within the space I was allotted. But he is above all a good scout, a faithful leader, an advocate and a mentor to youth in this community, and a very proud son of Derby. So congratulations, Randy.
Thank you, Melissa, for nominating me for this prestigious award. I'd like to thank my parents who taught me a lot about community service by their example. How they had time to do this while they were raising 4 boys, I'll never know, but they were very involved in like the PTA and Pop Warner and Derby High School Band and so forth. So I'd like to thank them for teaching me by their example. It seems that a lot of the honorees today have a connection through the Derby school system. I'm a graduate of the Derby school system. My love of history came through Derby's 300th anniversary celebration, that week-long celebration. I was in Bradley School. We did a Bradley ye olde kitchen at Osbornedale State Park. And we had a colonial kitchen. We got to stand there and have hands-on history, and that's where I got my love of history. And that's why I'm so supportive of the Historical Society. Melissa mentioned Ed Strang. He was my mentor and my guide for many years. And he taught me a lot about scouting, and especially about giving back to the community. And so that's why I'm one of 600 adult volunteers in the Housatonic Council who continue to provide scouting for boys and for girls as well in our crew venturing program. Melissa mentioned the Scout Gang Show coming up. The 86th Scout Gang Show is on May 7th and 8th, Mother's Day weekend, and I'd like everyone to come down to the Derby United Methodist Church if you'd like a night of fun, singing, watching kids perform, and gain self-confidence for the first time performing before a live audience. I invite you all to come along. Scouting has a mission of three things. One is to build character, second is to foster citizenship, and the third is to develop physical fitness. And that's our goal, and through our aims and our methods, that's what we try to do for all the boys and young girls of the Valley. Thank you very much.